everyone, this is Pico Entertainment and we're back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to talk once more about Captain America Brave New World and its box office numbers for its second weekend of release, covering the period of Friday to Sunday the 21st to the 23rd of February 2025. Now there could be spoilers here not only for this film but also for all other films and TV series within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so just beware, and you can check out both my non-spoiler and spoiler reviews of the film within the channel, and I'll leave some links within the description. So we'll get straight into it then with the numbers for the second weekend of release, and following the very mixed to negative reviews, the film did indeed see a big drop. When we look at US cinemas, it managed to gross something of around 28 to 30 million within its second weekend, and whilst retaining the number one spot, this represented around a 68% drop from the first weekend when it opened from around $88.1 million. Internationally, the movie hit around another $60 to $70 million for a tally of around $148 million. This has now given the film a worldwide total of around $289 million. So what do these latest numbers mean then? Well, as mentioned before in my previous video as well, we did expect a big drop, as we do normally get this with a lot of superhero movies, where the range is around 60% that they will experience some sort of decline within the second weekend, especially if the first weekend represents a big opening total. Even the likes of Spider-Man No Way Home experienced around a 67 to 68% drop in its second weekend. And at the very least, Brave New World can say that it didn't have as humongous a drop as what we saw with both the Marvels and also the Eternals. But despite all of this, 68% decline is not good at all. And we stated last week that I felt that the film would hit between $450 and $600 million overall. But after the second week performance, it would be lucky to get anywhere near over $400 million. And right now it's pacing on the same trajectory as Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania back in 2023, which opened Marvel's Phase 5. And that film ended up with a tally of around $463 million, which really wasn't good. So it's not too surprising then, seeing this result, again, as we talk about the concept from the start. A Captain America movie without the original Captain America was just never going to be a big sell. And once more, I believe Marvel recognised this, and this is why they very much forced in the Incredible Hulk elements, linking everything to the 2008 installment. And it's quite an interesting thought to think how this movie would have performed if there were no Incredible Hulk elements at all. So I never expected Brave New World to be this massive blockbuster hit, and it just reiterates that this should have been a much more smaller scale Falcon standalone movie, costing at around $80 to $90 million, being far more grounded and restrained, and that's certainly what we've got within the first half of the film. Now it can be argued as to whether Sam Wilson should have actually got a standalone movie at all, as he already got an extension of his story within the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series from Disney+. And unfortunately, this is just the latest underperformance that makes Phase 5, minus Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, a real bust, as I can't really see Thunderbolts performing any better than this. At the very least, Brave New World had the sell of the Red Hulk, whereas Thunderbolts is focusing on characters that were bit part players for the most part throughout the cinematic universe. And from all of the trailers that we've seen so far, it looks very much of a one-note Suicide Squad type of narrative, with no big appeal in terms of who the villain or the antagonist is. People may remark about Sentry, who again was a very unknown character anyway, and when you look at the trailer and how he's been represented, it's as far away as removed as what we see from the comic book iteration anyway. So as usual, we get all the debate around whether this is the end of the MCU, and I will continue to reinstate my thoughts that they still, even at this stage, have enough big movies to keep the universe going for a couple of more years. Though having seen the latest underperformance here, it does reinforce my initial thought that Endgame was really the logical point to either stop or take an extended break before rebooting the universe. And yes, we are seeing the last remnants here of the diversity push that really did, I think, affect Marvel massively from Phase 4. I'm sure they look back at that now and really wish that they didn't adopt the same type of strategy as what we saw with the comics. In terms of race bending and pushing forward the diversity angles, they probably are regretting that decision right now. But who knows, once we get Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars and Spider-Man, maybe those films will be successful enough to wash away the afterthought of what we saw within Phase 5 films, and perhaps it will be fantastic for first steps that will indeed be the first steps towards seeing any kind of last remaining big success within the Marvel Cinematic Universe before it eventually closes out. So there's my other thoughts and feelings quickly when looking back at the second box office weekend release of Captain America Brave New World. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any other further movies, television series, or any other topics within the pop entertainment and culture scene that you'd like to see me cover within the channel, then also let me know in the comments, and I will see if I can provide further commentary for you on that subject matter within the future. Please also hit like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon.